What is up, guys? It's your girl here with another movie review. And this movie, Chirag De India, Let's Go India, was requested by Chirag Sonani. Now, the story follows a man by the name of Kabir Khan. He was once a star player, and back in his day, he was on a hockey team, like a field hockey team, and he misses a shot, and his team was going against Pakistan, like a Pakistani team, and they lose. And out of a good gesture of sportsmanship, in any good sportsmanship, whether you win or lose, you humble yourself and you congratulate the winning team. Unfortunately, him showing good sportsmanship when he shakes the hand of a player on the opposite team, it's misunderstood. It makes it seem like, oh, he's sympathizing with them, things like that. Eventually, everyone thinks, oh, he tossed it out. Basically, it sort of tarnishes his name and causes him and his mother to leave town. Years later, and this whole story is a fictional tale, but it's mostly centered. It was inspired by the India's women hockey team, and this was inspired by the tournament they went into 2002. So it's based off that. So it's based on true events. It's just a fictional tale, on it. Like I said before, Kabir is, him and his mother are out because they are under scrutiny and they think that they are traitors. Well, he is brought back several years later because he is asked, to coach a team of girls on field hockey. Basically, there is no hope for these girls because culturally, it is the only role that women have is to cook and clean and be a wife. Basically, they're trying to get these girls to do better and be better, but they don't have sponsors. There's no money. No one wants, it's like it's a backlash because they want to go against the norms. Well, he accepts because he feels like maybe if I help these girls win, I can restore my name. So he takes on the job, and this team is 16 players. Each of these people have their. It's almost like We Are the Titans, which is an American movie that starred Denzel Washington, and this was the time where, black students and white students work on a football team to work together. And he basically says, and it's the same thing with these girls. So what happens is he's trying to get these girls to get these differences. So like in that movie, We Are the Titans, he goes, I don't care if you guys like each other, but you will respect one another. And this is what that is. That he's trying to get these girls, despite differences, because, one girl will bully the two girls because of their religious beliefs. Another girl will bully because where she lives, because of poverty, because of a different village, oh, your village is poor. What are you doing here? And there is a housewife who, is torn between doing what she wants to do and doing, trying to make her husband proud and things like that. So all of these girls have their own issues and problems, things like that. He feels like they can be a great team if they work on their differences, if they can work together despite their differences, because that's what's falling apart. So he starts to, work them in and tell them, you go against me, you're done. And he sees that, first few practices, he benches them, and the team captain says, let's go against them. And so he gets mad because obviously they're not following him. He's like, okay, you're wasting my time. So since you're wasting my time, I'm going to go. So he resigns. And as, kind of like, hey, let's go off to dinner, things like that. These girls start to work together because one of the girls starts to be sexually harassed. And seeing that they're working together, he tells, the workers don't intervene. Let them do it. Let them fight. Let them work together because this is what I want. He only stops a man when one of them tries like to hit one of the girls with a cricket bat. He goes, no, no, no. So, you know, they tell him, train them and go forth. So they start practicing things like that. And he asks them to take him to Australia. Let them do Australia, things like that. The guy says, no, we're not going to, they're not going to go to Australia. So Kabar Khan basically says, okay, let my girls versus your men, the men's team. So although they get defeat, it's a close, it's a play, it's tense, they lose. But the guy, inspired by their determination and not letting gender get in the way of this, he goes, go to Australia. Tensions happens when the team captain is mad that he chose someone else to be the team captain, and because of that behavior, it makes them lose the game with Australia. He goes to confront her and tells her, why did you do that? She attempts to get with them. He says, no, stay away. They start going to places like, they start winning, by so many places. Like, they start winning round after round with multiple teams from all over the world. They start to, go against, I wrote it down here. Hang on. I was hoping I would memorize this. They start to play against, England and Spain, South Africa. They start to go against, New Zealand and Argentina. It then takes him to the game of South Korea. Now, he brings this girl back and tells her, get rid of the whole man-to-man rule. Do it. And she makes the goal. She, doing the plan of attack, and another teammate goes and helps her out, and thus winning against South Korea, thus giving them the sort of final match to go back to Australia for a rematch. They go to Australia and they succeed. They win. And when they go back to India, not only is his name restored and everything else, but the girls, each of these girls, their families give them the greater respect that they didn't have before. Not only respect of each other, the appearance of, but respect of their families. They ended up winning the cup, because that's what he wanted. He wanted them to win the World Cup for field hockey, for hockey. And they did it, And in the end, he goes, gets his mother, and they go back to the ancestral home. Seeing that the name's restored, hey, I did what I had to do. Yeah. Good movie. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of this other movie called We Are the Titans, Excuse me. It was good. It was good, Yes, each of one of these girls had their own issues, one will bully the other, bad attitudes, and eventually they start to learn, they start to change, start to humble, things like that. It was a good movie. It didn't, it didn't give me the feels like, My Name is Khan, but it was a good movie. Yeah, let's go India, I didn't even know. I knew it had sports, but I didn't know it had field hockey. Again, I was in school. I wasn't taught this. What the heck? I wasn't taught this. But it was a good movie. I do feel like that, gender shouldn't be an issue, but, depending on traditions and cultures of certain countries, and ignorance that unfortunately has come to play. But it was a good movie. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys watched it, let me know in the comments section. But I thought it was a good movie. Chirag, thank you so much for requesting this movie. I did like it. And oh gosh, SRK he's handsome. That's all I'm going to say. He's handsome, so I can see why he's your favorite actor. Well, he's a very passionate. He's very passionate actor, and he adapts easily to whatever character he's playing. Awesome actor. I will say that. I can see why he's your favorite, Bub. I can see why he's your favorite actor. But hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out there.